Let's kick off the conversation by asking two questions. One, why is Musalia Mudavadi leaving NASA? Two, does the exit of Musalia Mudavadi and Kalonzo mean the end to NASA? Let's begin with Musalia Mudavadi. And I want to answer why he is definitely leaving NASA. First, the events of 30th of January 2018 made a statement. They left no doubt in my mind that Musalia Mudavadi had begun looking at things differently from his colleagues, specifically different from the way Raila was seeing the things. So his keeping the swearing in was not a simple matter. It was a strong statement that henceforth he may not be singing the same tune with Raila Odinga. Secondly, his pronouncement since then suggests strongly that he's not going the NASA way. The most recent pronouncement suggesting, coming from him, that he sees 2022 as the best target, that NASA should forget about things like a fresh election, that NASA should aim at 2022, suggests strongly that Musalia Mudavadi is parting ways with NASA, is parting ways with Raila. The most laughable part of that suggestion is that we cannot have another election this year because of a budget. That suggests a man who's really without reason, without conviction. And this is not a man you can believe will remain in NASA, which aims to fight till the end, perhaps till the last man standing. Another main reason why I think Musalia Mudavadi is leaving is I'm convinced beyond doubt that Musalia Mudavadi has swallowed a bait from the mountains. There is this narrative from the mountaineers jubilants that with the 2017 behind them, they are beginning to have a rethink about their support for William Samoei Ruto. And they are whispering to Musalia Mudavadi quietly that you are the man our people are going to support in 2022. That we are hesitant to support William Ruto, and you are there. All you need to do, be a gentleman that you have always been known to be the reasonable man you have always been known to be reasonable, and you should part ways with the radical Raila. My suggestion to my brother Musalia Mudavadi is think twice. Think twice. Mainly because the man you are being told will be abandoned is not just another man. The man you are being convinced will be abandoned in your favor is none other than William Samoei Ruto. Ruto ni nani? Unajua Ruto? Now, the second question. Does the exit of Musalia Mudavadi and Kalonzo Musyoka, who has refused to take the oath, suggesting, perhaps more than anything else, that like Mudavadi, he is also leaving NASA. Does it mean NASA is coming to an end? My answer is simple, and it is no. Because NASA is not your ordinary political party. NASA is an idea. NASA is a forum. It is a movement. NASA brings together Kenyans who believe that things in their country are not moving in the right direction, that they want to change things. They want to end electoral fraud. They want a new beginning for this country. And therefore, when leaders leave such a movement, it doesn't die. I know the leadership is always critical, that you cannot have a movement without a leadership, but the exit of these two or even three would not mean the end of NASA, especially if Raila remains behind. After all, he was the main man in NASA. And finally, Raila Odinga. Is this the end of Raila Odinga? Many people think so. I want to advise them to think twice. Raila Odinga could be there in 2022. On the 30th of January this year, when he alone showed up, people said he was a young man. The people they had thought were younger, stronger, didn't come. And I heard people saying, Huyu mzee hata akienda kwa mkongojo, we are with him. That even if he moves with our staff, he will be there. I want to suggest those people who are saying he'll be too old to read a bit of history. How old was Jomo Kenyatta when he became president? Raila Odinga is yet to be as old as Kenyatta was when he became president. Kenyatta did 15 years as president. Ronald Reagan left the president of the United States in 1989 when he was 77 years. At the time of his departure, Reagan bemoaned the fact that Americans were being denied the services of a great leader because of the 2-term limits. Many other leaders have led. Mao Zedong led up to a prime age of about 77 or more. So it is not true that in 2022 Raila will be too old. I suggest, and I think I'll be suggesting what is correct, that come 2022, and in fact from now onwards heading to 2022, Raila is going to team up after the departure of these people who have been termed as cowards. Raila is likely going to team up with the radical forces, radical leaders. I see him working together with Joho, Orengo. I see him working with more radical young people like Sifuna. Congratulations for your appointment as Secretary General of ODM. I see him working from Western with the people like Oparanya, Sospita Ujamong, Osozi Joffrey, Haniri George, Senator Malala. I see him working with the likes of Mutula Jr. from Mukambani. I see Raila working with Dan Manzo from Mukambani, and a host of other radical leaders. And that means that anybody who writes of Raila is engaging in wishful thinking. Finally, my advice to my brother Musalia Mudavadi: do not be seen to be fighting Raila. Whatever chance you have, since I think you hold some promise, whatever chance you have for the future will disappear into thin air if you are perceived as fighting Raila Odinga.